according to this uprising catastrophe, I'll call it a catastrophe, as Tinubu disqualified himself from becoming Nigeria's president in 2023. Madaki said Tinubu's promise has disqualified him. Former governor of Bauchi State, Madaki, was not happy over the promise made by a personality like Tinubu at the time when Nigerians are facing security challenges and also poverty and lack of food in the country. He explained further that Tinubu does not know the problems confronting Nigerians. As such, he is not fit to become the president of Nigeria. That is written in his words. His words were, I wonder how Tinubu came to the conclusion that the problem of Nigerians is to pay a WAEC fees. Wow. Okay, what is WAEC and what is education when there is no food and when there are insecurity, insurgencies all over, especially in the northern part of the country? That is what it is. He went further by saying, how would you sit down in an examination hall comfortably in this present administration, Nigeria, where insecurity, kidnapping and killing and all over the place? He queried. According to him, it is only when people are comfortable and can sleep with their two eyes closed and can also feed 3 times a day. And that's when they would have the time to think about education. He urged the APC, All Progressive Congress, to think of a well-informed party member that can convince the Nigerians, especially the poor, that is flag bearer, knows their immediate needs. Definitely what this man has said, the ex-governor, says Nigeria really needs somebody that would know the plight of the people, that really know the people in total. And I would say the impunity acted upon Nigerians by these politicians is just overwhelming and very, very appalling by them not getting closer to the people, the constituents or jurisdiction they represent, especially in the in this insurgency, in the critical situation where Nigeria has found itself. I would say yes, according to Madaki has really said well. But so many people say Tinubu has a good personality and he is next in line to become the president of the nation. I would say if definitely that is the testimony of Nigerians, or rather I would say APC members or Yorubas, I would say yes, they have said well in their own opinion. But Madaki, in other hand, is narrating of the people, or rather I would say Madaki is feeling for the people or the citizens of Nigeria. As it is, I would say if we have a better government, education shouldn't be a yardstick or shouldn't be a stress. Shouldn't be a stress for anybody. What really happens is that there will be free education. Like when Goodluck Jonathan was the president of Nigeria, he made sure that the Almajiris have education. At the long run, they scrapped that education. They said no, that they do not want a Western education, and that was what birthed Boko Haram. Boko Haram simply means Western education is prohibited, and I would say as such that even they said the Christians were the ones that brought Westernization to the northern part of the country. They started eradicating the Christians, or rather burning churches and destroying anything called a school in some part of the northern part, north rather. And as it is, Tinubu left the shore of southwest all the way to the north, just because they are most populated. They have a large population because of his 2023 ambition. So many Nigerians are really beat in Tinubu, or not until the Lekki toll gate massacre. The Lagos residents, Lagos citizens who believe in Tinubu realize that yes, Tinubu is only fighting for his pocket, and as it is, Tinubu is working with the Helis in the northern part of the country just because he wants to fulfill his ambition. Well, Madaki, in the other hand, is saying that as a leader that's trying to lead Nigeria, because the former governor of Bauchi State, Madaki, he said he wasn't happy over the promise made by a personality like Tinubu at a time like this, and when Nigerians are facing security challenges, poverty, and lack. He explained that Tinubu does not know the problems confronting Nigerians. As such, he is not fit to become the president of Nigeria. He says, I wonder how Tinubu came to the conclusion that the problem of Nigerians is to pay WAEC fees. Wow. If the problem of Nigerians is to pay WAEC fee, that means everybody is living averagely, and there shouldn't be a complaint. Or in other words, I would say the government of the day has acted with impunity. Yes, definitely, and they do not even know which way to go as it is. So if Tinubu or any aspirant coming out 2023 do not know the mindset of the people he wants to govern, how does he want to disseminate governance? And in other words, I would say there are few ones out of them that are really ready to work, and know what democracy is all about, because I would say democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. And as it is, if anybody is democratically elected, you are meant to represent your constituents, rather to serve them, because they have chosen you as their person or their spokesman. And if you do otherwise, that simply means you have defaulted. That is why I would always say that Nigerians, or Nigeria as a whole, was given independence, and those that gave us independence, are practicing parliamentary system of governance. So we decided to adopt a democracy itself, just because democracy gives freedom, and because there won't be power of autocracy. But as it is, even the democracy is jetson. I would say the power of autocracy, nepotism, and the so-called genocide going on in Nigeria is so very, very alarming and appalling, and that is why we need to go back to the structure board, to the foundational constitution, which is a 1999 constitution embedded. The Southern are saying yes, let's have a restructuring. I would say the Southwest, the South East, and the South in general. The Northern, let me say the timid, gullible Northerners wouldn't want that to happen. Not knowing that directly or indirectly is to everybody's favor. I would say BU, Efik, Yoruba, Ishakiri, Igbo, Hausa, either from the Bonu Kanuri, Fulani. As far as we are in Nigeria, we are all Nigerians. There shouldn't be sentiment, or I would say there shouldn't be ethnicity or ethnicity diversion, and that is what the English says. If we truly understand ourselves, whereby we speak one language, yes, though we have regional languages, we have ethnicity, and I believe if we can only speak one language, I believe we only have English as an official language. The one language which I mean is that we can really trust ourselves, if you can practice a unitary system of government, that everybody will be carried along, definitely Nigeria will be a great place. And there are so misplaced priority in the hands of these elites, because they call themselves the elites. I believe the only person that should be honored should be God, and they believe that they will not die. Definitely, this Tinubu has really indicted himself through what Madaki has said. According to him, says Madaki said Tinubu's promise has disqualified him from becoming Nigeria's president in 2023. Yes, time will not permit us to go further. This way, I'm going to draw the curtain. I would like you to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening.